pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Supervisor Barron.
Yes.
Councilman Barber, absent. Councilman Carter.
Here.
Councilwoman Coyer. Here. Councilman Toloski is not here yet.
Okay, great. Can I get a motion, please, to accept the minutes in the July 1st, 2026 regular monthly board meeting?
I'll make that motion.
All second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay. Now in your packet, you're gonna see the really updated supervisor monthly finance report, but it is for the month of June. As you know, because we have our meetings, just to explain to the public, that our meetings now are on the first of the month. We basically are 1 month late. Doesn't hurt us at all, but we're just 1 month late in our bills that comes in for supervisor report. So, but it is, we looked at it, it looks a lot better than it did last month, for sure.
Absolutely.
And we're very close on our, between what we pay and what we pay out and what we get in. All right, this is an event that actually excites me pretty much here. Our next point is that we have some recognition that we want to do. Let me give you a little backdrop to why we have some recognition tonight. Unfortunately, Mark had to go away for an entire month to take care of some family business in Oregon. And Mark told me what was going on, told the board what was going on, and for the most part, I'd have to say our three, from the very first day that Mark was gone, our three highway guys, Brandon, Nick, and John, took complete ownership of this town. Complete. They prioritized work. They got things needed to be done. If issues came up that I had or any of the board members had, they were on it instantly. No questions asked, instantly. And to me, that shows what town employees feel about the town they represent. It's unique. If you can ask other towns and what they're having for issues with their highwaymen, it's not good. It's not good at all. And we are very fortunate. This town is very fortunate that we have the three that we have. And I want to introduce you before I get going is Nick Barnaby, our newest member of the town. How long have you been with us now, Nick? 2 months. And he's picked it right up. He came from the village, by the way. And we were happy to have him. He's doing well. That's all I can say. So the next thing I want to do is just listen. I have 20 years in HR. When people do things right, you recognize it. And we need to recognize our three town employees, honestly. And so the first one tonight actually is going to go to John Schuster. And it says the Outstanding Leadership Certificate. Presented recognition of exceptional leadership, initiative, and dedication. Your ability to step up, guide your team, communicate effectively, and ensure the highway department continue to operate smoothly during your superintendent's absence reflects the highest standards of the professionalism and service that you provide. So word of this day, John?
You guys want pictures?
Yeah, we can do pictures.
Get Mark in there.
Here we go.
They're gone.
No
His
kissing
wife's
allowed.
there. That's a
Now, unfortunately, Brandon Cooper, who was our other highway person, is away on vacation in Maine, right? Right, John? Maine? He's in Maine. So we'll get him when he comes back. Third is Nick. So Nick, this reads, commitment to excellent certificate, presented in recognition of your outstanding work ethic, dependability, and willingness to learn. In a short time, you have demonstrated initiative, professionalism, and a strong commitment to supporting the highway department. Your positive attitude and dedication has already made you a valued member of our team. Congratulations. Thank you.
You've been dreaming.
listen,
I designed
you guys are truly welcome to stay the entire meeting. But the other stuff you got going on, it's entirely up to you. We know you guys.
They got grass to cut.
All right. Get back to my agenda item here.
Well, thanks for the award. Thank you.
Good night, guys. The award comes with a check.
Okay, in your packet, you are gonna see, the bills for the month. I'll read them and then I'll need a motion at the end, of the explanation. So the general fund townwide is $11,658.68. The highway fund is $17,845.85. Town hall, highway garage, an amount of $1,045. Land Mountain Sewer District, $841.01. Dannemore Sewer District number 2 was $3,882.97. Land Mountain District Water District is $89.97. Dannemore Water District 2 is $2,000, and I'm going to explain that amount as I move through this next agenda item. And the Ledger's Corner Water District was $1,834.72. That brings us to a grand total of $39,198.21. I do need board approval for the bills for the month.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills for the month as written for $39,198.21.
Any more discussion? Roll call, Jason.
Yes.
Deb.
Yep.
Mike.
Yes.
Joey.
Yep. Okay,
Bird. Sorry.
okay, now, the next one is, I'm gonna explain the $2,000 now that you saw in the report, in the report, in the English there. This is for Dannemore Water District number 2. And what the $2,000 is that it was a retainer that we had to pay out because we were having trouble with Water District number 2 with the pipes freezing on that corner of General Lear Manor and 374, correct?
Yes.
Every winter we're in there. Every winter we're in there repairing something. And so what that retainer is to allow a engineering firm, AEDA, to give us a engineering template of what it's going to take to permanently fix that issue from never happening again. We spent a ton of money in the last, how many years, Debbie?
Well, I've been doing that since they put it there.
Yeah, so it's really time to put this headache behind us. Like I said, it always happens in the middle of winter. We gotta get backhoe equipment in there and the ground's frozen and it's just messy. So, there is gonna be an expense to that. We don't know the exact expense, but we do have to start the ball rolling on understanding what that expense is so we can educate ourselves and see when we can get that work performed. So I do need a resolution to approve that $2,000.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second
Any more discussion? Roll call, Jason.
it. Yes.
Deb.
Yep.
Mike.
Yes.
Joey.
Yep. Okay, next resolution is to approve Bailey Bolivia as our temporary custodian cleaner for the offices at the New York State minimum wage of $16. It's temporary summer. We had some personnel issues over in the past, and this basically has helped us to get the offices and everything back clean again. Even Mark's office got cleaner. So I do need a resolution to approve the custodial cleaner temporary position for the amount of $16 minimum.
That's
wage.
just for the summer?
Mhm.
Just for the summer? Or is she gonna stay on until we find someone? or-
Well, we're gonna see how it works through the summer, because then school starts. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Right,
when school
that's what I
starts.
mean.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we hire Bailey Bovia for a temporary position as custodial cleaner.
I'll second.
Any more discussion? Roll call, Jason.
Yes.
Deb.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Joey.
Yeah. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, I went over an agenda item. Is there anything, from the floor that he wants to address on non-agenda items, public comment on non-agenda items. So we stay on track with our agenda. All good? Okay. Old business, this is gonna be a quick update. Basically, I wanna tell you what's going on with Lime Mountain Wastewater Treatment Plant project. All of the asphalt got, ripped up. It was a poor asphalt job that was done, and they came in with a grinder and, grinded all the asphalt that was laid down on that water, treatment plant, property. Unfortunately, I got a phone call from Pat, 2 days ago, and apparently they laid down some asphalt that was of poorer quality. So we had to call,
Is that possible?
we had to call AES Northeast to step in, to see what we needed to do, but, Pat is not happy with the quality of the workmanship, and I'll tell you, Pat is, he has definitely an eye for detail, and he's been in construction long enough to know when something's not right, and we do trust his judgment, so we do have an issue again with the asphalt. Other than that, most of the project is really, moved along quite well. I attended the punch list meeting, and there was a number of items that Adam Lucas, one of our operators, picked up that, they did not notice in their AES's Northeast, punch list. So we're all on track with the project coming to closure. Still got some parts that are back order, unfortunately, that will not come in until late August, early September, but, it is moving well, and, we should see some closure in that hopefully quite soon, because we've been fighting that one for a long time. The kerosene spill that happened, as you know, we had a glitch in our system, and it wasn't our fault. It was the fault of a technician from Kingsbury that left the pump in a live state that pumped out over 500 gallons of kerosene onto the ground in the middle of winter. And we've gone through all that. Right now it's in our insurance companies and our attorney's hands, so we're just waiting to see how far along this company that wants to go with either sticking to their guns. They want to charge back to the project $121,000 for the cleanup. And we said, no, it's not our fault, and we're gonna stick to our guns in that one. If we have to, we'll fight it to the very end, but we're not moving in that one. Danforth is the name of the company. JW Danforth was the tech that made the wrong decision about leaving the pump in a live state. Last month, we kicked off the Danamora Food Waste Reduction Plan. We got it on our Facebook page, right, webpage?
I don't know.
Thought we put it on there. But we're not having a lot of people come and get the handouts to show just how much involvement or community support that it is. Because you have to have some sort of community support for them to be able to do it. So we're gonna just try to do a little better job of educating the community about it. We think it's a good thing, honestly, but we gotta have the right people that need to support it as well. Our comprehensive plan was submitted. I was a little nervous about the date. It was submitted on the 31st. I wanted to submit it a week before, but it has gone in to the state. Now we just wait to see when the approval process takes place, which is, we'll probably know sometime early October, with that comprehensive plan. Then once we know that the grant's in, then we're gonna be basically all a green light to go to form more committees to look at our comprehensive plan for the town of Danamora. So with that said, I'll add one little tidbit that we really need a lot of community support for this plan, because it's something it does not get done overnight. The town of Chesterfield took them 3 years to do their plan. So we're gonna need some people to help us with that. Pickleball court resurfacing is complete. I watched them do the resurfacing. It's quite interesting to see how they lay down the asphalt. For that's a liquid state, and you basically squeegee it like you're squeegeeing on a driveway. And it dries pretty much instantly, but we still have to protect it from anybody going on it. It needed almost a 5-day curing time, and but they look wonderful. They do look wonderful, and the only thing that they said to us is that there is a special machine that you can buy. It's $550 that actually will scrub the asphalt court to keep it in a more reliable state, I'll put it that way. So we're gonna see what that machine is. It's a water type of machine that you use to clean your pickleball courts and tennis courts. They use it on both courts. But if you haven't seen them, they look really good. The only issue we have for complaint is that the net on Wilford King Road has a loop in it, and our pickleball players are quite picky about that loop, and they like it straightened out, so we're gonna see if we can just straighten out that. Shades Lake Beach update, listen, the beach has been busy. That's all I can tell you. Our beach has been extremely busy. Last month, I actually walked around on 2 separate weekends and talked to residents that live in the area, and also talked to people that were out of the area, some from Massachusetts, some from Virginia, that heard about our beach, and the thing that catches their eye is the backdrop of that mountain right in front of the lake. So there's a lot of pictures are taken. The beach looks great. Fred LaFountain is doing a wonderful job keeping the beach mowed and picked up and trimmed. The pavilion has been used quite a bit. We had a request from residents and outsiders about the volleyball play area. I got with John, just to show you some of the leadership that John had. I got with John and said, hey, it was gonna be an expense if we tear up this lawn and put down sand and have a true volleyball court. And I said, no, it shouldn't be that much. And the guys got right on it, and now we have about a sanded volleyball court, and we're already getting some reviews from it already. Did the net get put up? It was put up? Because the last time I was here, it wasn't put up, so. Anyway, we did that upgrade. One thing we are waiting for though is the men's and women's bathroom that's more toward the dam. Is in the outside layers of the wood is in decay. And we work closely with John and Diane Healy?
Two different last names. Cheney.
Oh, Cheney, okay.
Cheney.
And they have yet to give us a quote on the building, but there's a lot of rot that's occurring in the building, so we gotta do all we can to preserve those bathrooms, so that's up and coming. The Gordon Road and the Grades property, as I said to the last month, we have reached out to a couple of surveyors. Mark Petrushoon has said he's just too busy, he can't do it. Dean Lashley, who's the other surveyor we reached out to, he said he can do it, but it's gonna be at least a couple months. So we will be getting the Gordon Road and the Griggs property surveyed. The Griggs property, I've already met with Matt Fabron, our attorney. We know that their shrubs are on our town property, both by Onyx and then verified by New York State GIS map, which is quite accurate. And I've already talked to Mrs. Griggs and said that the case comes out that those shrubs are on our property, I'm gonna invoice you for the fees for that surveyor. So we'll see where that goes. Anything under old business anybody want to bring up?
There was some, I don't know if they were surveyors, but there was some transit guys at the dam yesterday and the day before.
I don't know anything about that.
Where we replaced the concrete with the stone. One was set up there and the other guy was towards the Grady house on the uphill side of the driveway that goes into the island. But I didn't see any markers or anything there. I didn't stop and ask them about it.
Oh, maybe Dean got to it early.
Or maybe she hired
Maybe
somebody.
she hired somebody
Maybe
herself.
she heard somebody.
Oh, that could be, she might have hired somebody.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's old business. Anybody else old business? Okay. New business. As you know, every year we have to do our proposed budget for 2027, and board members, I just threw these dates together. If they work for you, great. If they don't, just looking for suggestions on other board members, what we need to do. We've done this 4 years in a row, so I just picked the first 3 Wednesdays of the month. I don't know if that works. Or should we spread them out more? So I'm kind of looking for you for a little guidance on that.
No. That should be, I mean, that's good timing for those. The 16th, I have an eye appointment at 3, but I should.
What happens
These
if
at 4?
Yeah.
I mean, I should be, I might be a little late, but I can.
When do we get the districts, their budgets in? Don't we usually, don't they come?
They have to get them to us fairly late, I mean, but Lime Mountain gets us theirs pretty quick. The village we're usually waiting on theirs. They give us a ballpark.
Okay,
But those come, they're supposed to have it to us by the end of September,
okay.
so, you might wanna-
16,
you might wanna skip one of these in September and do one
In October.
in October.
October?
Once we get, have the,
Okay.
Skip the 16th, I got something I want to do that.
So
It
you
sounds
want to
like-
cross off the 16?
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do
16.
9/9,
Get rid of the
9/23.
16th, and if you did, we could do a meeting on October 7th
right before the
before the
meeting.
board meeting.
Oh, let me do that.
Last year.
Let me do that.
So in October, do it.
So you have 9/9,
So it'll be
9/23,
9/9, 9/23, and 10/7,
7, all at 4 PM.
4 PM. You don't need any special approval for that?
Or we can, make a motion to set those meetings.
And it has to
Schedule
authorize me
meetings.
to advertise them.
Oh, then we advertise it.
I do,
right.
yeah.
So can I get a motion, please, to
I'll make a motion.
set the tone, set the date for 9/9, 9/23, and 10/7,
Yep, at 4.
At 4
4
PM.
PM.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay, wonderful, thank you for that. Okay, in your packet, you're also gonna see a request from Adam Lucas, who's again one of our operators. You'll see that he wants a weather station put up at the Blind Mountain wastewater treatment plant. $450. I asked him, why do we need that? And he basically said that and I asked him for the subscription too, because sometimes those weather stations come with a subscription. And he said there's no subscription, this will be used to monitor the weather and rain totals at the plant. It's nice to have that information for reporting purposes in the event of weather-related plant upsets. I hope this helps with the explanation, so.
Well, it does help in that, as we found out since this construction's been going on, that every time we get a major rainfall, Pat has a lot more going into
Residual.
so we know that there are things leaking into the system, so this can help us
And, Adam he's with a grade
forward.
Grade four
He's the
water
highest grade.
operator, he's quite sharp at what he does. And, he did the homework on this weather station, and listen, I trust him. If he said this is what we need and help us understanding the weather.
Pretty nice.
So if I can get a motion to approve that expenditure?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of the weather station for the wastewater treatment plant. The amount, want that amount there, is it, that's the
That's what,
amount?
yeah?
How much is it?
For $449.99.
Any more discussion? Roll call, Jason,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes,
Joey.
Yeah. Okay, in your packet, I think it's important you understand that, and this for the gallery's information, back, a little over a month ago now, I got a phone call from a paranormal organization that wanted to go into the mines and set up their paranormal cameras and video equipment and sound machines and everything else in the mines, and asked for permission to go into the mines, and I said no. I said it's private property. I said there could be some dangers there that we don't know are present, and we really don't want anybody walking through those mines. He didn't agree with it, and then he posted on Facebook the time and place for everybody to meet to go into the mines. Yep. So, when I saw the Facebook page, I actually called the sheriff's department and said, looks like they're gonna arrive at anywhere between 7 and 9 o'clock. Could you please send up a couple deputies to make sure they do not go on our property? Well, the deputies got there late. They didn't show up for the time they're supposed to get there. And they were on our property inside the mines. So the deputies, basically escorted them off, from their property. And, from what we're hearing, and there were also some local residents that were at that property as well. And what we're hearing is that the deputies didn't think it was a big deal that they were there. But it's still our property, it's private property, it's like somebody going into your house You know, say, I wanna use your bathroom, okay, no, I can't use my bathroom, I'm using it anyway, right? They walk into your door. So, I wanted to repeat the police report, and this one kinda hit me hard a little bit here, and that, Becky, of course, Becky's knows all that stuff, she's our clerk, I said that, when I called, I said, can I get the police report? He goes, yeah, you can boil it. I'm the one that called it in, why can't I get a report for the town? He said, no, if you want it, you foil it. So I really leaned on Becky heavily to help me with that, and she had the same type of response, which she was surprised. And so we had to go through and put in a formal FOIL request for the trespassers. So we do have the name, but I will show you that they redacted their addresses. All I have is their names. So I'm gonna get with our attorney. I come back from vacation on Monday, so I'm gonna get with our attorney and have him find the addresses. I'm sure he can get them legally. And I'm gonna press charges against them, because they even said in the second breath, we will be back. We will be back. So, I'll give you that information, board members and public.
John, can I ask, did they put any equipment in there?
Oh, they did, yeah.
Is it still there?
No.
No,
That report's even less than.
no, and we know they went by, because Silly Durnan lives on that road, and he sent me a text, it says, they're here, they're going by. There's like 8 or 9 cars, so, okay,
Where are they from?
All
Plattsburgh.
different areas.
different areas.
Malone, Plattsburgh.
Yeah,
They're
one of
not
the,
the trespassers, but the organization that's heading it up.
They're from Plattsburgh.
Plattsburgh.
yeah, the name of the organization is Portal Spirits Rising.
In Plattsburgh, New York.
So, anyway, I'll give that little bit of information about, that people just don't care what, you have property or not.
They don't realize how dangerous it is.
Especially at nighttime, and
Oh my
you
God.
invite people in and you get them spooked out, somebody gets hurt in there, I don't wanna go
There's
1 o'clock in the morning.
Firemen wanna go.
Somebody out of there.
Last time they're up there, the coyotes scared them out of there.
Yeah.
So some ghost hunters.
Yeah.
I can see bringing charges against the paranormal organization, but the people that attended, were they aware?
Yeah.
I mean, why not just give them a break, because they probably won't go back. The paranormal people will, but send out out and say, look, you do it again, we'll press charges. But the
Yeah.
paranormal people, they're gonna do it no matter what. But why not give someone a break? I mean, I could have went.
Well, you know, like, to your point, if I wasn't chastised on Facebook at the highway town supervisor, or the town supervisor wouldn't allow us on the property, no, you poke me, once you poke me, that's enough for me. So, no, I'm gonna go as far as I go with this one. So I will manage it to make sure it doesn't cost us a lot of money, I will manage it that way. But even to the point where Matt can even press charges, to a point where they gotta go in front of a judge, I don't know what's gonna happen, but no. I mean, when you call up and I say no, and you say,
Yeah, but did the people that attended, did they all call you, or did just the paranormal organization call you?
I don't think it matters. It says big signs that you gotta walk by, private property, town of Dannemora,
No trespass.
no
No
trespassing.
The way it's listed here is it says Portal Spirits Rising was just an address. And then all the people interviewed, I assume, are employees of Portal Spirits.
You
That-
press
that's-
charges
that's
against
what I
people that
would
are on
do.
the sand pile?
That's what I would do.
Try.
If I can catch them, yes, to your question.
How many people have been prosecuted that have been on the sand pile?
Can't catch them? How are you gonna prosecute? Can't
Don't
catch
you
'em?
have cameras?
Actually, there was a group that did get,
They're
did
supposed to
get
put it on
prosecuted because they went on Facebook and showed them all standing on top of the roof and whatnot. I called the police, the troopers came, and he was able, they didn't have their names or anything, but he was able to pull up the picture and get information off the picture, and he was very savvy with the computer, because he pulled the picture up on my computer and went into it. You could tell where it was set from and who was the author, and he found them all, like that.
Did one girl jump off the roof, broke her ankle?
Not that time,
Not that time.
no, that was before, but,
Oh.
I mean, You can understand, everybody's gone on that sand pile, everybody's been on there, and if people are walking on there during the daytime, but I mean, to bring equipment and to bring, vehicles and to bring all that, I mean, we all know it's dangerous, I mean, we've seen the sinkholes, we see what happens, when the sand shifts and whatnot.
Somebody's cutting the locks off the gates.
And the liability is, again, that makes that
There's a
word
single
liability.
near them sand piles, you know?
So do we know where the skip used to enter the mines? Has that ever been closed? You ever been in there? Anybody ever been in there? In the new shaft, it's not closed, right?
Well, I mean, I have a story from before, I know the highway department years ago had rolled
They got him
huge
up.
boulders in front of the doors of those buildings so people couldn't get in, and people chained onto them and pulled the boulders away, so it's,
Yeah, I mean, it gets to the point, I mean, listen,
How much does concrete cost?
if it wasn't a sense of danger there, it'd probably be a little different. A sand pile, can I go up a sand, down a sand pile? You're going to buildings that have been shut down for
1968.
Yeah.
1968?
Talbot went in for years after that, but scrapping it, but, I mean, the mines itself closed. My thing would be, if we don't know that, if that shaft, and it's not vertical, but it's still steep, we probably should have that closed off somehow, granted, so if you go up Schoolhouse and you go through the gate above Billy's, was the dry house on the left? It would be the building right there on the right.
I mean, just to give you an example of how people do not care about private property.
Okay.
So how many times have we placed the gate and the lock on that gate that goes to the weigh station where we weigh our sand? Probably our third lock and,
So they come up out there, go across.
third lock and chain, they're cutting it off.
No, I get it, Joey, but the thing is, for years, and Mark and Mike can really attest to it, people have been going in there for years, kids partying, whatever, you know?
But when do you draw the line when somebody gets killed?
Party.
Is that when you draw the line when somebody gets
I
killed?
realize that, and you know, like I said, prosecute the people that are defiant, like the paranormal people. I mean, those people that attended, if they know they're gonna get prosecuted, they're not gonna go back, I sure as hell wouldn't, but the paranormal people would.
But the people that were in there, if they can appeal their own charges. They can say, we didn't know, we just went, this was an event that was advertised. So they can defend themselves against any trespassing charges.
I think the people on this list all had something to do with
Part of
the
the group, I
company.
think, they're part of the group.
And the people who were there to participate in it or have their relative called or whatever they were gonna do. I think all those people vanished before.
Yeah, 'cause I think there's some people
I think these people are all
over there.
part of portal spirits. And the
None of those
people,
names are familiar
were
with
there.
John Danamora.
if you read Facebook, there was other people there, they left because they knew the cops
Which
were
one?
coming.
Yeah.
I think these people are all in
I mean, if you look at last month, John Justa came down and said, Joey, you wouldn't believe what's got dumped in the back of the sand pit there. Past the weigh station, over the bank.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
that's.
So there was a for sale sign, there was a for sale sign in that dump pile that had a number on it. So I called it. And I got this lady, and I said, just call them that there's a for sale sign and it's on a pile of junk. Siding, construction material, old wood. I said, your name's on this for sale sign. She said, you tell me I did it? I said, no, I'm not. That's my first point of contact is he says, you call this person, that's who dumped it there. So I called him, he hung up on me twice. But that's because they're cutting the lock and they're cutting the chain and they're driving on our property.
people are
So,
paying.
so if you're okay, listen, you own a lot of, you own a lot of
No,
property.
cutting a chain and doing all that, I'm not agreeing with that, you know, that's wrong.
So if somebody goes and dumps a lot of stuff on your property, you're not gonna prosecute them? You say, oh, that's okay, don't worry about it. Don't do it next time.
Or, you know, if I know who it is, I'll give them a warning, second time, no. I'm calling the cops.
Well, they got my
The first
warning when
time
they
I
said,
will give
no,
a
no
warning.
trespassing. They got my warning, no trespassing. So, but we'll see what's gonna cost to do this. I don't wanna yank a lot of money out of the town budget, but I think we gotta make a stand that this is not right. So,
then if they get hurt, they're gonna sue the town.
Yeah.
Mhm,
It costs
absolutely.
the town a lot of money.
Okay, anything else on new business, anybody? Okay. I don't have anything else to report, like I said, it's been a good, quiet month. We do have some training coming up on the
Say
12th,
that.
for mandatory training for New York State for sexual harassment and workplace violence, so that's gonna be, we're gonna do a video
I did
footage here.
mine. We did ours.
And then we sent out the link to everybody else that wants to see it from their computers, but we do have to do that. So that's basically all I have for tonight, is that compliance issue for
Was it
the
a
state.
spring?
And Jim's not here.
Yeah.
Jason, what you got?
Someone have it.
Oh, we did our training, the pump station back, everything went pretty good with that. It was good to actually run it and physically do it. I'm looking at probably doing another training before winter, see if I get some more people there to do it. I'm just thinking about maybe if we could probably get a little lockbox and put it somewhere out there and put the key in it, so if there is a situation and a fire, then whoever comes here to do it can get in, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We did leave a few lengths of 2.5 holes in there with a wrench, hydrant wrench, so that's all you need to man it. I mean, one guy runs through, just cycle through it and you can fill trucks from there. But all
Good
good. The only thing I did when I brought up the training was if we, I mean, intent that we do have to do it, like say it was like during the day, like when the girls are here and you're here, whatever. I told them to try to give you guys a heads up because as soon as you shut that all down and switch over, it kicks on the generator, it kicks off the fire alarm system. So I have to notify the alarm company and let them know that we're doing training.
Good to know.
So just so you know, like in the event, something like that, I tried to get them to make contact with you guys so that you know what I'm about.
So you want to initiate
Yeah, I
that
know.
process of getting a box and a box?
Just, yeah, like a little lockbox with like a 4-digit
Like what
code
we
or
have over
something.
there,
And just put a key in there, that way they can.
like the other one that you have.
House for sale or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
You can get those, I'll show you what it is.
Okay.
No.
Very
One
good.
order.
And that's good on that, and then, one other thing, I just bring up the EMS, we did have a meeting and, we did discuss about having, another day in my mountain, we're still working on that, so they'll be up there 3 days a week, hopefully coming in the near future. We had some good discussion with new leadership, the ones that were here for, the new mayor that came up and, did a presentation, introduced herself and stuff. I talked to Joey and we brought it up at our meeting, and I thought it'd be good to try to get Saranac involved again and try to get a nicer, bigger EMS portion. Hopefully we can still be on that thing, terms after what happened the other day, but I wasn't very happy about that. Saranac wanted to borrow an ambulance, and the village sent them a long email and said that the lawyer said no, and there was all this jazz in there, and Champlain gladly donated an ambulance to them for the time being. Why this is out. Kind of made me mad because it trying to get back in good standings with them, and so hopefully they don't take it to heart and we can try to get a big program going again.
Yeah.
Because if we could do that, we'd have the town of Danmore, town of Saranac, the village, and we'd have 4 ambulances, and probably 2 crews, but
And a lot lower cost.
at a lot lower cost. But we gotta get the village and the town of Saranac to get back in. This steer board committee that we've been doing pretty good with it, and hopefully, like I said, with the new leadership, we can get a meeting together and try to get that moving forward and trying to get them back on board with us. That'd be a lot better. But other than that, everything's going good, I think.
Yeah, I did send out to the board members the call volume from last year to this year, and the call volume is down a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where a lot of our money comes from, is the transports. But, hopefully, hopefully we do see an increase in transports, because it does help with the overall cost.
Increase in sick people.
It does help the overall cost of the budget.
And I don't know what it is, but Saranac, usually when Saranac gets an ambulance call, they get like back-to-back calls. They're like, the other day, they had 3 right in a row. I'm like, oh, moly.
We're all at the same time.
Oh, it's bad down there.
So anyway,
I don't get it.
okay, Mike, you got it?
Oh,
Devin?
I do, I have, I just wanna, revisit the banner situation, because I've gotten a lot of questions lately about putting them up in here versus putting them on the street. So back in 2022, we passed a resolution that once a banner is retired, which means it's not gonna go up on the street anymore, once the banner is retired, the owner of the banner has the option, it's theirs, they bought it, they can take it home, or they can have it put up in here, and this was going to be a permanent thing. And, you know, I've had several questions. I sent out letters to people asking them, you know, do you want to do this or do you want to do that? We go through the banners every fall when they get taken down to see which ones just cannot get put back up because they're so brittle or ripped or whatever. And we can still put them up in here, we can repair them to the point in here where we can, who's that guy that does all the tape and the stuff on TV? You know, he passes the vote.
Flex seal.
The Flex Seal. The
Clear.
Flex tape really works well to repair the banners that are ripped so that they don't go any further. So, we'll do that again in November when we get them taken down. We'll go through them, we'll see which ones cannot go back up. And send letters to the people who own them and see what they want to do. There's some misunderstanding. Most people will buy a second banner and rebuy it, take the old one home and rebuy one to put up on the street. We won't put them in both places. You either have it on the street or you permanently retire it and put it in here. So I just wanted to get that clarified because there's some misunderstanding, and I'm really hoping some more people retire their banners so that Mike's not the only one up there.
It will be, because they have to take something down.
But, so if you know anybody that has banners or they don't understand what they can do with it, again, if it goes in here, it's permanent in here, but the banner's retired. You're not gonna display it on the street anymore.
Okay.
Glenn?
Oh, yeah. Mark?
We're almost done, trimming the road, side of the road. We would have been done if our Avon one blew another motor.
I want you going a little bit into that. So that just happened yesterday.
Yeah, well, this is the second motor that we put on our Avon for our mulching head, and we didn't get 50 yards of it, and it blew again. It just disintegrated. So we bring it to Taylor Rental, and they're going through it, and they say it's not the pump, it might be the solenoid box that controls the flow of the hydraulic system. So we're gonna put that bill on hold until they can figure out why it keeps doing that. That's our fourth pump in 2 years.
Sounds like an issue.
Sounds like they need to-
We would've been done the sides of the road if we'd had that machine on it, but unfortunately, wasn't in the cards.
And then we finally got the repair line in.
Yep, we got John's repair line for his transmission on his truck. So we'll get on that probably tomorrow afternoon, maybe if it's raining.
Yeah, just to give you an idea, it's been 45 days for that part, 45 days for that part. Now, if that line would have blew in the middle of winter, that truck would have been idle for 45 days. And the part they sent us was not reconfigured to stainless steel, it's the same type of metal alloy that was on before.
Yeah,
So,
I almost should have ordered two. I really thought about that,
Put it in your budget for next year.
yeah.
anything else, Mark?
The gate situation up there, I don't know what you guys wanna do with that. Put a lock up there, get a trail cam. Somebody keep, and these
Somebody's
locks
putting a
aren't
lock.
cheap, they're $50 a piece every
Well, it's
time.
not decided, so they're going on the scales with the four-wheelers and stuff, they're gonna end up doing that, that's a big cost right there.
Not the four-wheelers or anybody like that doing it, motorcycles, that's somebody going up there with trucks.
Do you have some
On that
extra,
scale?
do you have some extra pylons like the ones at the beach that you can put at the beginning, at the front and the back of the scale so they can't drive up on the scale?
Yeah, we can block the scales out, that's not a problem, it's,
Yeah, well, I mean, that would at least help to not have.
Because we just had them certified
Yeah,
Mhm.
last month.
yeah, they've
Those
been,
scales are just freshly certified.
they've been calibrated, but I mean, nothing's hooked up, so they're not weighing anything, so why anyone would wanna go on there? It's not like they're gonna get a readout of what something weighs, all that
Right.
equipment's here.
right.
That was $1,400, I think, that
Yeah.
certified those scales.
Yeah, we can block that out.
I would, it would at least keep people
Yeah.
from,
Other than that, the machine goes back Monday.
Okay.
I called it.
I wonder if we could, look at getting some kind of a camera, to put on the building and shoot towards the gate.
Yeah, some
Don't
Wi-Fi
tell
stuff.
anybody.
whenever you put camera
Don't tell
up,
anybody.
don't tell anybody.
And don't tell them where you put
And
it.
don't tell, yeah, just put it
You
up.
get them, you got the cameras now right to your cell phone.
If they go in the evening, will they catch that red eye with the camera coming on?
No, you can get them without it.
You know what I mean?
You can get them
So I
without
had
it.
a question,
Could
now
it be
that
some
we brought the ore sand and stuff up. Is Phoenix Tailings been involved at all, or are they?
No, we had two companies that wanted samples of our owner sand, I sent them both out, and, either one of them got back to us.
So I wish I remembered how much he told me he paid. Well, there's a guy in Saranac who buys sandblasting sand from the Quebec guy who drew the ore sand. And he says he said, I don't know how he's making any money, he's selling it dirt cheap. He bought 19 tons, the guy delivers them in 2,000-pound boxes lined with plastic. I wanna say they're less than 2,000, I'll have to ask the price again. But boy, oh boy, for all that money, unless he's, for the other two products, he's getting a lot of money. And the sandblasting part of it is just mediocre. He said by far cheaper than anybody and closer than anybody. So the guy brought him down. I wanna think he just shy of 10 on each side of the trailer, 10 tons on each side of the trailer.
Well,
And before we close our meeting, and I go into executive session, anybody have anything they want to bring up? Yeah.
Two questions. One, the Gordon Road and Greg's properties, I would assume the Greg properties are near the beach. What's the deal with the Gordon Road?
There's a controversy from a landowner that purchased a part of the property, and the Gordon Road is a town road. And there's a controversy between one landowner and the other landowner about the right of way on that town road. So the only way we can dispute the resolution that's happening between the two landowners is to have it surveyed.
Okay, and second of all, why are there two safety cones in front of my house?
Why is there what?
Two safety cones in front of my house.
I don't know why, Mike, I don't know.
I see one right by the guardrail, I can't say I see the other.
There's two of them there.
Two by the,
So on Jones's side of the turn by the brook, they're just sitting there on the edge of the road.
And
They're upright, which makes it look like they're
I'll go
protecting something.
Are they ours? Are they town?
I have no
road?
idea. I have no
I
idea
don't
whose they
remember
are.
us putting that
I didn't
down.
see anybody put them there, so I don't know.
they've been there a few days.
They've been there for over a week.
Just, I don't know.
Wasn't there